What is going on, people? We are still here in the building, doing it live. Future World Sport, FWS Broadcast Network, the global standard. And I am Christian Lvchld. Sitting across from me tonight, wherever you at, ladies and gentlemen, is the amazing, the incomparable, the controversial, as of late, chosen one.
Oh, man.
What's happening, man?
Man, you know, another day in a life.
Right.
Busy day.
Right. Now,
Busy night.
Now, you was telling me you just got back from a drive from Arizona?
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Exactly.
Like, for real?
Exactly.
Who drives to Arizona and then drives back to pull up?
Who does that?
To a pod?
Dedicated motherfucker, that's who.
See? That's how dedicated. Nah, man. That's what's up. So talk to me, man. You just got back from Arizona. That's incredible. What are you into, man? What kind of guy are you? Because you strike me as, I'll tell you what my first impression of you was, and then we'll go from there. You strike me as a definitely hip to the streets, but at the same time, smart enough to stay far enough away. Got his business on Smash. Very aware. A protector. With that, am I moving in the right direction?
I don't think you're getting pretty close.
Okay. Where does that stem from? Where were you born at? Where did all that come from? What's your family life like?
Oh man, well I came from a pretty big family, man. I got a lot of siblings, man. You know.
You from out here?
Nah, I'm not from out here. I grew up in St. Louis, bro.
St. Louis, show me state.
Show me state.
So you got beef with people from Kansas City?
I have no beef with nobody. I have no beef. We don't do that. We just be chilling.
Come to the mic.
However, you know, St. Louis is just a different type of place. I will say that.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely different than here.
They got what's that place called? It was on TV.
It's a lot of. Oh, you talking about Sweetie Pies?
Sweetie Pies.
And listen. You know, first of all, before I even say anything about Sweetie Pies.
Look, come to the mic.
Before I even say anything about Sweetie Pies, I want to say that their food originally started out was amazing to me.
Okay.
I never really tasted it after it went commercial. I'm not gonna lie to you, because when they first started, it wasn't as big. It was a local spot there. Over time, I guess Oprah Winfrey Network got a hold of it, and then it blew up into something else. And apparently, that's when the food didn't become as good as it was.
Huh? Who?
Primo's niggas.
Primo was good. Tell them Primo was good. Yo, Primo is good. Primo is good. He's good.
So, Primo good?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Yeah, Primo good, man.
It's gonna be a couple people that.
So look, yeah, bro, it was a little spotlight, you know. A hole in the wall spot at first, and then it blew up. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's kind of how things happen.
But that's how, I was just about to say. That's you can't expect the same quality of food when you producing for 1,000 people versus 100. You know what I mean? You can't put that same love in the food.
So did the people in the town, not to spend too much time on it, but did the people in the town not know about the spot, and then, or was it more about tourists that were coming from out of town?
It was more about tourists because the locals knew.
Right.
If you was a local and you knew what you wanted, some good soul food,
you
was going to hit Sweetie Pies off Hall Street.
Right.
I mean, you know, after that, it became commercial. It kind of drove the locals away, if anything, because, like you say, people started feeling like the food wasn't what it was.
Right.
But
And
you
then
know,
probably the
I can't
service.
even. You know what? I'm not even at liberty to speak on that because I don't know. Like
Okay.
I say, after it became a big thing like that, I didn't go.
You chilled out.
Originally, when they were set up, it was set up like they would serve you and weigh your plate.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Like a cafeteria style, like.
Right,
Yeah.
so they would put it on there, and then when you got to the end of the line, they weigh your plate. That's your total.
Right.
And it was the same way at the other spot, but you know, you know what I mean. So
That's interesting, man. So what was it like growing up out there in St. Louis, man?
different than here for sure. You know what I'm saying it was you know, it's got its pros and cons like anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like TCC. From there, you can go anywhere. You know.
What makes something unique about Kansas City about Kansas City? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. About St. Louis.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. About St. Louis. That is different than where you can only find there. Like, what's something unique to that area?
Well, we could start off with Emo's Pizza.
Okay.
I mean, off the muscle, Emo's Pizza is nowhere else.
Okay.
Vest soda.
Soda.
Vest soda.
Vest.
Vest. VESS. Look it up.
Vest.
You can order it online.
Okay.
Probably be some of the best soda you ever had.
And y'all call it soda, not pop.
That's Chicago, 4 hours away. They'll call it pop. We're gonna call that soda in St. Louis.
You got the lighter?
I don't have a lighter.
What the? Thank you. So yeah, so go ahead.
So Vest, you know what I'm saying? That's a soda that's out there that's not here.
Was you swinging through Chicago? Was you going through Chicago?
What you mean? Was I going there when I lived in St. Louis?
Yeah, like when you was.
I mean, I had family in Chicago, but I didn't really have no real reason to just be kicking
over
it
there.
in Chicago.
Right.
No, I wasn't just in Chicago because I had no business there.
I got you. What did you play any sports in high school or anything like that?
Oh yeah, man.
Come back.
I ran track.
What?
Wrestled.
Really?
Yeah,
What'd you run?
4-1, 4-2, 4-4.
Wow. You played football.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yep. Definitely was a 3-sport athlete.
3-sport. What was the other sport?
Football. Wrestling.
Track, football. Oh, and wrestling.
Yep.
I ain't hear the wrestling. Oh wow. Okay. How was that, man? Did you like win anything as far as any of
We
those?
used to come down here every year for nationals.
Down here. Oh, really?
Yep.
So you were familiar with this area before you even got here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what brings you to? What brought you out here to
Family.
VA?
Family. I got a big family. Big family out here.
Oh yeah.
Real big family.
So like, you were just like one day, just like, yo, you know what? This ain't it for me.
Precisely. That's precisely what happened. That couldn't have been any more correct. I actually made that decision on a drop of a dime.
Oh, really?
Swear. Swear. I decided one day, you know what? Let's go try something somewhere else.
Did you have anything?
Sometimes you gotta change your environment.
Okay.
Because you start to get complacent.
True.
Complacency is the worst thing anybody can have. That's the worst disease ever. It's thinking that everything's gonna remain the same without anything changing.
Without anything, right.
That's never gonna happen.
Never.
Sometimes it takes you to shake up your own environment for you to see the better of anything.
And challenge yourself.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Sometimes that's what's gotta happen.
So when you got to, I did want to ask you too about your kicks and shit. But did that start in?
No, that started here.
That started here. Was that like something you picked up just to like pick up extra cash, or were you really into kicks? Like, how did that go? And kind of tell people a little what kicks and shit is.
Okay, well, a little history on me and shoes. First of all, I used to work at a shoe store when I was in high school.
Hey, bring it up.
Grade, I worked at a shoe store.
Bring it up.
Worked at a Finish Line.
Okay.
So, back in the day, Jordan didn't used to be all that difficult. You waited in the line. If you got there, you got there. Now, I'm saying that it became more and more difficult thing as time went on. So I learned about bots.
Were you a manager?
No.
Were you able to
I was able to get shoes.
You securing your kicks,
I secured my kicks every time. Yes.
but you weren't secure. You were selling other kicks.
No, at the time that wasn't happening like that. You gotta keep in mind, I'm in high school at this time. I'm working there.
Okay.
So that's not happening like that. The people just waiting in line, and I only brought that up so you could see the timeline of how things changed to why shoe resellers really became so relevant. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, it really was a time when shoe resellers was kind of irrelevant. Because everybody could get to the store and get their shoes.
Right, they could get the kicks. Right.
Now, they didn't put it online. You got to go online, enter raffles. That eliminate half the people right there that don't even know how to use the apps. Then, after you do enter, you got to win. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then if you win, you got to get them by a certain time because you're forced to get them. You know, little stuff like that cause people to lose kicks. So when you learn bots, how to deal with the bots and how to program your bots, you start winning shoes.
So you were making or creating bots?
I wouldn't say creating them. I would buy them and use them.
Okay.
But you can buy a bot.
Come
You
back.
can buy a bot off of like Discord groups. But buying a bot doesn't exactly secure the shoes. You gotta know how to use it.
How much is a bot?
Depends on which one you get. You got Wraith, you got Phantom. Depending on a Wraith bot might cost you brand new, maybe like $6,500. You might find a used
$6,500?
Yeah, but it's worth it. Because you gotta think about it.
What?
If you know how to use your bot, you securing shit. If you know how to use your bot right, you gonna get a lot of. You gonna pay that. You gonna pay that off.
How do you learn your bot?
Shit, kind of like you learn anything else. Take losses, learn. You know what I'm saying? Through video tutorials, learn. Just play with it.
It's like a software or whatever.
It's a software. You gotta get proxies and all of that type of good shit and plug it in and take the time to find the codes for each website you want to buy it and plug the sizes in, plug the credit card in. You want it to. It's a lot to it. It's
Just
not
to
just
secure.
so simple.
So when you
So
got
that's why when people ask, hey, I know you can give me them shoes. No, because it took me time to get them shoes.
Right.
And you're paying me for the time.
Right.
Now, some shoes is real easy to get. Some shoes I could walk into Hibbett, they might just be an extra 4 pair laying there. I might just
Snatch them. Got you.
just off the wham-wham.
So you're not the guy that's getting in like 100 pair of motherfucking.
I have no need for 100 pair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people who getting 100 pair like that, they usually probably got a pretty decent sized team.
Yeah. Or clientele. Just.
Or clientele
You ever
too.
heard
But
of Soul Trill?
Who?
Soul Trill.
Soul Trill. I think I have.
He's a big time shoe guy out here in VA. He's from Northern Virginia.
Word?
But he's the guy that gets like fucking
Hundreds of pairs? Yeah.
well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Cause shout out Soul Trill. But yeah, he's getting kicks, man. But that's ill, man. So like, what were some of like your best cops?
Travis Scott Mocha Ones. I'll forever be in there.
How many did you get, or that was just like your only pair? You just got them.
I got 2.
So you got them when they came out.
Yeah, I won.
You got them at retail.
I got them at retail.
Oh wow. 2. At retail?
At retail.
With the bot. Oh, this motherfucker.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hit a couple releases like that. That bot take care of itself. You know?
Damn.
So.
Like, damn. What about after that? Oh yeah.
Damn it, man. What's that?
Into the bag with it.
Yeah, let me see that.
That's crazy. But yeah, what was okay?
What's that?
Sour glue.
That sour glue, yeah.
Try to bring this into the bag.
That's that sour glue.
This shit ain't gonna work. It ain't
Is that hot, Taylor? Is this too hot? Yo, who got sour glue? Oh, I mean, it's hot. All right, we gotta put the button up.
It's hot fire.
Yeah. I can say who got like, you know what I mean, who got it?
This is probably the next biggest cop.
You can say who
I think
owns
about
that
12
for
pairs
personal
of those
consumption.
patent bread ones, and a
Oh you went.
2 PlayStation 5s,
I know you went crazy with these.
and a Gucci Supreme bag.
What? I'm not even gonna ask how you get your shit.
Bot. I just told you.
Everything though, even the Gucci Supreme bag.
You can bot whatever website.
No, I'm saying that you be botting like that, like all.
Yeah, you can bot whatever you want.
Have you heard about how Supreme shit isn't selling out anymore?
I haven't. I don't keep up with the news of it like that. I just, if I see it, I read up on it, but I don't really look up on them too much like that. Because to be honest with you, I would just wear a whole lot of Supreme shit.
Right.
But some of their stuff is dope.
Right.
So if I do get some of it, I will keep it. But I'm not just rocking Supreme for real. Nothing against Supreme, but shout out to Supreme. But
I think anything that burns with that much hype like that just like kind of burns out quickly. You know, like there's so much hype behind it. That
With
people
Supreme, you think it burnt out?
Yeah, I think people get tired of the hype. You know.
I mean, it definitely burned
But they
out.
sold.
But they did what they were supposed to.
No, I'm saying they sold the brand to LVMH, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's not
Now
the
you-
same
yeah.
original people anymore.
Yeah.
The original people got theirs. They
James
did.
Jebediah.
They got theirs and got out the way like they were supposed to. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
What are some of your favorite brands?
So I always really rock with Nike as an athlete, on and off the field. Sweats.
How do
all
you
of
feel
that.
about Kanye's recent remarks about Nike? Have you heard what he said about Nike?
I haven't.
So he said that Nike isn't worth anything, and that Nike isn't. They lost their luster, and this is Kanye's words. He said they pandered to black people.
You know, he may not be too far off. I do feel like they get too involved in political issues with athletes and deals. I think there should be a fine line of where there should be crossed there. I don't believe you should be canceling endorsement deals because this man's free right to feel away and freedom of speech is being used. Now we want to take away his endorsement.
Right.
And we don't want to highlight any of the good things he did.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Shaq even, I'm saying no disrespect to Shaq, but I believe he even spoke on it a negative way.
Kanye?
On Kyrie.
Or Kanye, yeah, Kyrie too, both of them.
Because both of them in the same boat, if you ask me. They just both speaking their piece. Kanye was a little more direct to a group of people
Yeah.
than Kyrie.
And he's like kind of standing on
And
it.
he's standing on it. Nothing wrong. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with that. If that man feel that way, he feel that way. It is what it is. Like you say, there's ways to go about shit and there's ways to not go about shit.
Yeah.
If you don't mind the way he went about it, he didn't mind. So he clearly was ready to go to war when he made them statements. So he not worried about that.
If you was like part of his like PR team or management team or like his close friend, what would you, if he hit you up and asked you for some advice, what would you like tell him right now? Like, would you be like, yo, keep going hard, man, fuck them? Would you be like, yo, fall back for a second, bro? What would you know?
I would tell him to stand on what he believe in and follow his instinct.
That's deep.
I would tell you follow your instinct.
Mm.
You know, because that could mean fall back today. You may feel like you need to fall back today. But tomorrow you may feel like something in your heart saying, I need to go.
Is that how you move?
Not always. You just gotta go with your gut instinct. Like, I mean, you got a feeling. You have your own feeling. You know what I'm saying? You know how you feel about something, or you know how you feel about this. You just gotta go with your feelings. That's all you can do. And don't let nobody manipulate your decision making.
That's a
That's
fact.
the biggest part.
Yeah,
Because that happens often.
it does.
You know, people find themselves wrong spot, wrong time. All because somebody else
said,
come on, let's do
yeah.
that. But you mentally already knew you was supposed to go somewhere else.
Yep. Don't get in the car. That's deep, man. That's deep, man. Well, listen, man. I appreciate you.
It's been a real shit.
I think this has been fly. A great introduction to the people out there.
Great
You know what I'm
intro to the
saying?
people.
And I think they're well informed on a little more informed on who you are. You know what I'm saying? What they can get from you, what they can expect. You know what I'm saying? Before we do go, let me get you to kind of speak on your partnership and the brand that you're a part of.
OT?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, me and my man's OT, we got together and he had already had a real dope idea. The overall idea of OT Exotics. It started with his branding and whatnot, and we got together, just chopped it up, and between the both of us came up with some good ideas to just overall level it up and really make it a real, I guess, household name, if you will, in
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's been a process. It didn't start off where it is, that's for certain. But it's still going.
Right.
So it's all
And
good.
that's what counts is the constant moving forward.
Moving forward.
That's it.
Being able to do stuff like give back to the kids for Christmas, donating toys, we assisted with helping kids with back to school clothes, back to school, not clothes, but supplies.
Just supplies and stuff, yeah.
That type of stuff. All for the giving back to the community. It's not just to, so it's all for the culture, push the culture, and bring people together.
Yeah.
People together, so.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
I like what it stands for. I like what y'all about.
That's what we doing.
Listen, man. FutureWorldSport.com. Go there right now. It gets you some fly threads. Some fly threads. Ew. Get you some fresh ass pieces. Some really hot gear. www.futureworldsport.com. This is FWS, Future World Sport Broadcast Network. Go ahead and shout them out. Let them know where they can find you at. Your website, your ads.
So look, y'all want to find us at OT_exotics. Hit that blue button. Follow us. Keep up with us. See what we're gonna be. Other than that, we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. We out.